One thing that's been on all the talking points by a lot of talking heads on ESPN, Fox Sports this week has been this is being a legacy-defining game for Mahomes. Mahomes lost every matchup against Joe Burrow. If some are saying that if Mahomes loses this game to Joe Burrow is the best quarterback in the NFL. In the NFL, he's the top guy, and Mahomes is essentially comparing it to Brady Manning. Mahomes being the Manning in this conversation, and Burrow being the Brady. Do you think this game is a legacy-defining game for Patrick Mahomes?
No, that's silly talk. It's crazy. It's crazy talk right there, right? Because it's not just Burrow and Patrick. You know, you got 22 guys that's out there on the field. They play. So it's a team sport. That's how it works. And so you can't fault something happening on Patrick if, let's just say the defense doesn't do their job, right? Or special teams, whoever it may be. Okay. So it's not necessarily Brady against Mahomes. It's the Kansas City Chiefs against the Bengals. And so that's what we need to understand and keep talking about. I know people like to use these different scenarios and pitting one guy against another. Shoot, if you're going to do it, why not just use, Eli Apple against, MVS or whatever, right? Let's do that if you just want to. I don't really get into that. To me, it's all about the Chiefs and the Bengals as a whole, right? And like I said before, a great matchup this weekend. Hey, but I do believe, Kansas City's going to pull it off. I really do. And I think the Bengals, they puffed their chest out, right? Because they won. They got bragging rights. Okay. Oh, you beat your last 3 times. Okay. Y'all holding on to that 3 victories really tight because you know that. At any other time, it could be the other way. So let's just understand, the perspective and where guys are at. So it hadn't been no blowouts. If anything, we was handing them, the butt kicking first half of it. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think to me, the legacy talk is stupid. Someone pointed out that Jake Plummer was 3-0 against Tom Brady. Or we're not saying Jake Plummer is a better quarterback than Tom Brady, but
no, well, right. Yeah, come on.
I think for me, I think it's not legacy defining, but Andy Reid has taken the Eagles, took the Eagles 5 times to the NFC Championship game, took the Chiefs now 5 times to the AFC Championship game. In all the games he's been into 9 times so far, he's 3-6. If he loses this one, he becomes 3-7 in all conference championship games. I think it's more of a legacy defining thing. I'm more about Andy Reid, not legacy defining, but he could put himself into that like hierarchy of that different of like the upper echelon of coaches of all time. If he wins this game and goes to Super Bowl again and obviously wins that, I think that's more legacy talk should be more about that. Not really about Mahomes and Burrow. I mean, these guys are 26 and 27 right now. There's so much time left in their careers.
Way too much time on careers. Come on. So, yeah, I'm just like you, man. It just doesn't make any sense to go ahead and have a conversation right now. And it's a legacy game. What are you talking about? Right? Patrick Mahomes has been the dominant quarterback in the league since he's gotten here, and it's not even close. So, let's just look at the numbers and whatnot. Okay, so let's just keep it fair. Okay, we're evaluating how that goes. We know who is the better quarterback than this. And I'm not taking anything away from Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow is an absolutely talented quarterback. He's a winner. He works hard, and he's a good quarterback. He really is. But he's not Patrick Mahomes. And I think, Joe, of course, is like, I compete. But he understands Patrick's team. It's right over here with this, right? So, yeah.
And I think Marcus Spears on ESPN, he had a funny nugget earlier. He said that if Mahomes had Tyler Boyd, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, he would throw for 7,000 yards. He goes, Joe Burrow is a great quarterback, but he said if he had those weapons, Mahomes would throw for 6,000 to 7,000 yards this season. So let's not compare the two quarterbacks. Which right. I think we both agree on that one.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Hi everybody, thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out the best clips from Chief Concerns. And if you prefer to listen to the show, subscribe and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and anywhere else you get your podcasts.